No wacky intros, my voice is pretty much butchered. No, I haven't been out drinking. This is what fighting does to me. This is literally not that long after the fight, and you can hear my voice is pretty much almost shot, thanks to UFC 154. I'm not going to make it a long video, just going to give you my quick thoughts, but I really want to hear what everyone has to say. Things that I remember immediately. Sad that Tom Lawler lost. I always liked him. Being a pro wrestling fan, I always enjoy his wacky intros and wacky introductions and weigh-ins. He came out dressed as a Shockmaster at weigh-ins. I mean, the guy's an absolute genius. I mean, it's hilarious to watch him. Sad that he lost. I like Francis Calmon though, but very close fight, split decision. I mean, I could probably say Calmon won rounds 1 and 3. I could definitely say Lawler won round 2, but then I'll have to watch it again and see again. Other thing that stood out in my mind, I heard about the Patrick Cote Sakara thing, but I didn't see it. So if anyone actually saw it, can they confirm for me what actually happened? The other thing I wanted to talk about, Johnny Hendricks beats Martin Kampmann. How can you not love Johnny Hendricks? Just such a quality guy, and he comes out and he knocks people the fuck out, knocks out Martin Kampmann, and I thought it would be the other way around. I thought Hendricks would put him under a lot of pressure and Kampmann would smack him with something towards the end of the fight, as per usual with Kampmann. The other thing that stood out in my mind, obviously, talk about St-Pierre and Carlos Condit. Great fight. I enjoyed it. George is amazing. George is an amazing athlete. A year out from the sport with that kind of knee injury that he had, and there were a lot of concerns, I know, in people's predictions. Is this knee injury going to affect him? If there's ever a time for Carlos to upset George St-Pierre, it would be now. And George looked amazing out there. I think he was a bit nervous at first, and he kind of did admit that coming into the fight, and he did admit, he kind of missed the feel of the ring and the crowd and everything, and that kind of may have been a small factor for him, but it didn't really look like one as much as you would have thought. And again, great fight. George looked solid out there, man. He looked tight out there. He looked very good. I was impressed with him. Carlos Condit blasts him with a kick, and that's what caused my voice to now sound like this, because he hit him with that kick and I just leapt out from the edge of my bed. And now my voice is shot. So thank you, Carlos, for doing that to me. And then from there, George just kind of switched it up to another gear and just did what he needed to do. Took him down at will, pretty much. Condit landed another kick, but it wasn't as effective, but it was bloodied up during the fight, and I thought, man, I really enjoyed this fight, and it was really nice to see. And obviously now the big question is George St-Pierre going to fight Anderson Silva? And there's lots of talks there. Anderson was there that weekend, did some interview, did some press, said to people that George St-Pierre would be his next fight potentially, and he actually hasn't ruled out the idea of fighting John Jones now. He's not completely opposed to it as you would have thought before, and he seems a bit more open, and it seems like it could be negotiated. But focusing on the here and now, is George St-Pierre going to fight Anderson Silva? That's the question that's going to be talked about. That's the $1 million question. Where is he going to fight him? What weight are they going to fight at? I'm not going to answer that question. I'm going to stop right here because I need to go and have my bread and wine, and I'll leave you to think about what that really means. And I want to hear what everyone else out there has to say. Will George St-Pierre and Anderson Silva fight? It looks likely, but will they? You never know what can happen. Are they going to fight? What weight class will they fight at? Or catch weight will they agree to? And more importantly than that, who do you think is going to win? And also, what did you think of the show? Did you have a good time watching it? Were you impressed by St-Pierre's performance and Condit's performance? And what do you think is going to happen with the rest of the weight class? 170 is a very interesting weight class right now, with Marquardt potentially moving back to the UFC. Nick Diaz returns from suspension next year. Rory McDonald is on his way up. He fights BJ Penn. There's so many things that could be happening. Johnny Hendricks now winning. So write your comments. Let me know what you think. And also shout out to Matt Riddle. I love that guy. He's awesome. And you guys, let me know what you think. Write your comments. And I'm going to head off and hopefully get my voice back. Take care.